I've always wondered what it'd be like to fly first class on the most expensive plane ticket money can buy. Specifically, what the food looks like. Can you guess what we're doing today? I did some looking and eventually found a $30,000 ticket on Emirates to Bali, Indonesia. The travel time is almost 24 hours, which will give me plenty of time to focus on the food they have to offer. If you check out the website, it describes this first class experience as something similar to flying in a private jet. But here's the thing, I don't care about all that. Scroll down the page and you'll find that there are true gourmet meals on board. And if I'm gonna spend $30,000 on a plane ticket just to get the food, I'm gonna get my money's worth. But I think that's achievable because I see that you can order whatever you want, whenever you want. And because this is what they call a long haul flight, check out how insane this sample menu is. This menu is almost as long as the Cheesecake Factories. Before we take flight, I'll remind you we are catching up to Gordon. And I know that half of you watching aren't subscribed, so go hit that button below to help us catch Gordon. Enough talking, it's time to fly. To begin our journey, Emirates sent a car to pick me up to bring me to the airport. It even had these fancy lights on my feet. We pulled up to the airport and I went inside to find the check-in counter. All I could think about was the food. Just moments later, I had my boarding pass. And it looks like we've got an invite to the lounge. Let the $30,000 worth of food begin. The lounge was beautiful. As I walked in, they immediately had a bar set up, in case you want to get a little crazy pre-flight. Then there was tons of seating and lots of food. Everybody was relaxed, and my friend next to me even had his shoes off. Eventually, it was time to board, and I was taken down this separate walkway. The plane was huge.
Humongous what?
I mean, this was the biggest plane I've ever seen in my entire life. They quickly led me straight to my seat, but this wasn't really even a seat. It was a massive gold-covered pod.
Look at all this floor space. So many activities.
The screen was about the size of my TV at home. I even had my own hidden bar off to the side. I just felt fancy. They immediately poured me a glass of champagne, and even though I'm not picky,
I mean, that's a big cricket right there. I like it.
they made it very clear this was just the ground champagne, meaning that they'd only be serving Dom Perignon champagne in the sky. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about wine, but this menu certainly looks impressive. The captain told us to prepare for takeoff, so I kicked off my shoes and buckled up.
We're starting to move, and I am so excited to eat.
The flight is over 12 hours, so I'm about to have plenty of time for food. We are in this together. We paid for this, and now we're gonna make it count. And that's when I noticed, are there showers on this plane? It was finally time to look at the menu. Yes, it's the moment I know we've all been waiting for. The first line here is why I am on this plane. Again, we can order whatever we want, whenever we want, all flight long. Now, for some reason, I love tomato juice on planes, so I'm gonna start with a Virgin Bloody Mary. They also have tons of fancy spirits, all top of the line liqueurs you can have at any time. But I don't wanna get too crazy in the air. It wouldn't be so fun to get tied down to the seat.
You gotta untie me, buddy.
There's a ton of food here, but for now, let's start off simple with some roasted nuts and our Virgin Mary. But first, some privacy.
First things first, I got my Virgin Mary. She smells good, looks good. Let's taste. The great thing about this, it should pair perfectly with my warm nuts. Who doesn't love warm nuts? Even though this might look simple, that is a delicious start to our full day of dining in the sky. But if we're gonna make back that $30,000, we're gonna have to eat a lot. While we wait, there's some really cool snacks here, like these little vegetable chips. That's good. Look at that snap peas. Oh wait, I think I'm allergic to peas.
Next, I looked at the menu to get some starters.
Could I please do the caviar? I mean, how can you be on a plane and not want the caviar, right? And then I'll do the Mezze platter, celeriac soup. And how big is the salmon carpaccio?
This is very small.
Maybe I'll just try that too. We just ordered basically the entire menu for starters. I can't wait.
While we wait for our caviar and Dom Perignon, let's take a look at all the little goodie bags they've set around for us. Here we have this leather toiletries kit. It's got coffee? No, a cleansing towel. Aftershave balm, really heavy and fancy looking cologne, and a body emulsion? What the f is a body emulsion? We also have shaving foam, a toothbrush, razor and hairbrush, deodorant, and tissues in case you get sad. I also have this fun package with pajamas inside, and they are crazy soft. They also have some nice beauty products, though I have absolutely no idea what pillow mist is, and even less of an idea of what sleep oil is. Is this edible? Can I drink this?
Okay, let's close this up because it is time for caviar. This is just the caviar presentation, and it fills the entire table. This caviar looks fantastic. The pearls are perfect, and that is what I look for in any good caviar. Now, I do love that we also got a mother of pearl spoon. This is a must with caviar. To build our caviar, we'll take these blinis, which are basically small pancakes. Then our first spoon here, and put a little bit of each ingredient onto our blini. I'm gonna go a little bit of onions, a little bit of egg yolk, a little bit of egg white, and a few chives. Additionally, we need a touch of creme fraiche. And if we want, even a tiny squeeze of lemon. No using metal spoons with caviar, only mother of pearl. Let's take a little bit of caviar and drop it right on. I'm gonna do 2 spoonfuls for this special occasion. And also because of the fact that I can get as much caviar as I want on this flight. But I think we'd need quite a few tins to make up for the money we spent. Let's taste. Oh my god, there is no way I'm on an actual plane right now. I almost forgot, we have champagne, not any ordinary champagne, Dom Perignon. Wow. I want you to take another close look at all the pearls of this caviar. This right here is top of the line caviar that has been clearly treated with respect.
You will respect my authority!
Not a single one of the pearls is popped. And look at that beautiful shimmer in the light. It's so fresh, fatty, a little bit salty. They did not skimp on one single ingredient here. Okay, so with the Middle Eastern ties that Emirates has, they have this really cool mezze platter. And for those of you that don't know, I am Persian, so I love Middle Eastern cuisine. I really just want to taste and get a little bite of everything here because we're so early in this process. There is so much good food on that menu and so much good food ahead of us. What I love about this is the herbs look so incredibly fresh. It's like they have a parsley garden downstairs and they just put it on the plate. I like trying some of these dips without bread just to really taste the flavors there. Oh, that silky smooth, smoky eggplant balanced out with those pomegranate seeds. Wow, chef's kiss. Grape leaves, rice, not my favorite here. I believe this is falafel. Oh, it is not. There's beef inside. I like that. A lot of pickled veggies. And now I'll dip my pita in the hummus. Oh, that is so good. Baba ganoush. Wow, that is my favorite thing I've had so far. That is perfect. Here's the thing, the mezze platter is great. You can tell when things are fresh and you can tell when they're not. And most of this is over the top fresh. So whatever chef is back there in the kitchen grinding this stuff out, keep slaying. I am excited for what's next. But mark my words, I will get my money's worth.
Next, they brought out the celeriac soup, which looked gross at first, but was surprisingly incredible.
I literally hate soup, and this soup is stupid good. So this here looks to be our salmon carpaccio, which I have to say looks really good too. It's pretty simple. As you can see, the flavor of the salmon is awesome. What it really is just smoked salmon with this really good sort of egg mayonnaise at the bottom, which I really like. Up next, we have our first main course, which is salmon, though I still think I'm gonna order throughout the day different stuff just to taste. All right, let's take a taste of this salmon. The sprinkle of Osmo definitely makes it better, but the salmon is not as fresh as I'd like it to be. And perhaps the worst part, it's really overcooked.
It's rubber! Plastic, dry.
I do want to try these cute little tomatoes on the vine though. Let's taste one. This tomato just squirted all over me.
That's enough now.
But it was tender and tasty. All right, we've already ordered a lot of food on this flight and I'm starting to get a little bit full, so I want a quick break. I say we go check out the lounge. But before I leave, I also wanted to mention that we're doing a lot of promos for Osmo lately, where if you order other stuff, we'll throw in something like this for free. Go check it out in the description below. Free fancy flaky salt. Let's go to the lounge.
The lounge was basically this hidden small bar in the back of the plane. I ordered myself a virgin mint mojito and got a slice of lemon pound cake. Yummy.
That's yummy.
After getting some work done, I noticed everyone around me was asleep and it had gotten pretty dark outside. But since I'm here for the food, I stayed awake and got a nice light salad and a few delicious desserts. I dropped the cheesecake, but I ate it anyway. I also got some tea to try to help me get tired for a little nap. I never noticed there were stars on the top of the plane too. The seat folded back into a huge bed with a super comfy pillow. I turned off the TV and fell right asleep. I woke up and went straight to shower. And not surprisingly, the bathroom was insane. The floor was super nice and heated too. I just couldn't believe I was showering at 35,000 feet in the sky. It did have a timer and time ran out in 5 minutes, so I headed back to my seat. There was a fruit plate waiting and only an hour and a half left. It's light outside again, so time for some breakfast.
Good morning. After that shower, I'm feeling pretty refreshed. I even feel like I look refreshed. They said the grapefruit juice was fresh, but I'll be the judge of that. It is, but there's a caveat. Whoever juiced that grapefruit did not do the best job. They